Hello and welcome to the Fintech Show. Today's question, just who are you anyway? Well, that's what our interviewees have been trying to find out in their approach to KYC, or know your customer. It's easier said than done in a world where everyone expects the same level of personalization and speed from their banking apps as they would from a conversation in store. Now, we've been lucky enough to sit down with the Royal Bank of Scotland, business accounting provider CountingUp, and HooYu. So, first up, let's take a look at our interviewees' onboarding processes and the services on show when they connect with new customers digitally.
David, thank you so much for your time. Tell me why a quick and seamless onboarding process has become so crucial in this digital age.
Okay, so it goes without saying that in today's digital age, consumers that they expect their financial services experience to be as seamless as that they get from Netflix, from Google, from Amazon, from Facebook. But at the same time, they all have to comply with anti-money laundering regulations. They all have to verify customer identity so they know who they're dealing with. So it's so important that they balance both sides of that equation. That's exactly what HooYu is here to do. We're here to help our clients maximise the success of customer onboarding rates and help to improve the integrity of their KYC processes.
Our customers change their behaviour all the time and they expect things to be simple and easy, and opening a bank account is not any different. They expect it to be simple, straightforward, and for us to make it as seamless as possible. We've been able to work with HooYu to help improve our onboarding journey for customers. We've been able to enable the selfie technology to help us with AML and fraud, which is excellent, and deploy that in the journey by making it as simple as possible. We've also, within that journey, been able to reduce the time taken to open an account. So for example, for a savings account, we've reduced it to about 3 minutes, and for a current account, 7 minutes. So remarkably changed the time taken to open an account whilst increasing our controls and our security through doing that.
I think there are two parts of the onboarding process. One is the collection of data, and the second part is the verification of the data. So when it comes to the collection of the data, if you think about that high street bank that has this 20-page application form which is horrendous to fill in, what we're able to do by taking a modern, innovative approach is speed up that process. So for example, rather than entering your company number, company name, who the directors are, the company address, we can pull all that information instantly from Companies House through APIs to speed up the process. So the collection of the data is much quicker. And then on the verification side, what CountingUp is really, really good at is your banking and accounting. We are not a KYC AML service. So we work with the best in class to have that access to that service. So we work with a company called HooYu, who do all that for us. So they have APIs that we use to instantly be able to check whether a passport is a legitimate document, or does this individual exist at this address with this date of birth. So we use them for the heavy lifting, and then we're able to, from the data we get back instantly, make a decision to accept or reject that particular customer.
Can you expand a bit more about your partnership with HooYu?
Yep, so we've been working with HooYu for nearly 2 years. In fact, we've just renewed our contract with them, so very pleased with what they're doing. We are really focused on banking and accounting, and that's our core competency. HooYu are experts in KYC, AML verification, so we use HooYu via APIs to do the KYC AML process.
For example, on HooYu, on account opening, that company has obsessed about that journey for a long time, making sure that they remove as many customer pain points as possible. So it's always helpful for us to work with an organisation that's zoned in on the particular areas where we want to help customers. In terms of security as well, the AI used in the technology to compare, so for example, your selfie to the passport, help with security and protect our customers from fraud.
The onboarding process, it's an opportunity for differentiation. It's the first touch point that a customer has with a fintech. And we only need to look at how a lot of financial services brands are still getting it wrong. So we did a survey with Retail Banker, whereby we interviewed 5 of the top retail banks in the country. And the stats are that only 53% of online account opening processes are getting across the finishing line. So meaning 47% of online account opening processes fall by the wayside. Now, that is a huge leaky bucket. From a marketeer's perspective, if you're trying to drive people to your website to become a customer and open an account with you, you can't afford that level of failure in onboarding processes.
That's all we've got time for today, but remember you can check out the rest of the series and much more over at www.fintech.finance. Ciao!